Welcome to the Family Book Club podcast with Elizabeth Samsetti.
For those that are intending to get married, about for words, I know that we have a lot of scenarios, a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances where we are ready to get married. We bring our partners to be, our spouse to be to our parents, and our parents are like stereotyping where they came from. Okay, where is he from? Okay, where is she from? She's from the east, from the west, from the north, and from the south. And they're like, why should you marry somebody from so place? Don't you know that they are like this? Why did you marry? Why are you marrying? Oh, no, they say all manner of words. All manner they deny, and they go to any length to deny you from marrying from a particular tribe, a particular tradition because of stereotyping. For those that have found themselves in such situation where you are about to get married and your parents are like, no, they don't want you to get married from that tribe or from this tribe because they did this, they did that, or they are always fond of doing this, they're always fond of doing that, relating one issue or the other, stereotyping a particular culture, a particular people from a particular tradition because of probably what had happened in the past, using it to generalize everyone that comes from that culture or that tradition or that part of the world. It's unacceptable, and I endure you to use wisdom when you have parents that are making it so difficult for you to marry your love, because one thing is that love is not what you find every day, and for you to, it's not, and one cannot say, okay, this is where I'm going to fall in love, this is the tribe I'm going to get married to. Yeah, it's only a few people that could say this is where the particular tribe or state they want to get married to, and it will eventually come to pass. But at times love happens and you don't know when it will happen and where it will take you to. All right, but if you find yourself in this situation, you should use wisdom, like I have earlier emphasized. You should try as much as possible to make your parents understand why you chose that person. It's not just, they should look beyond that tribe or that part of the country or the world that person, your spouse to be or your partner to be, is from, and why you have chosen to live with that person for the rest of your life. Yes, I know that there are a lot of parents that could be really difficult, and let's not also forget the fact that, yes, like I will always say, that parents always want the best for their children. That's good parents. We always want the best for our children. It's just that there are times that it seems as if our decisions for our parents is selfish. All right. And children also should learn to try and understand parents. Other times they could be right. There are times when parents, try to stop such marriages, and eventually it turned out that they were right. And other times it turned out regrettable for the children, because if you fall so much in love to the extent that you want to tie the knot and get married, it will be really hard and difficult to leave that relationship. And when you do, it might even take longer time before you find love again. And there are some scenarios where those people even never forget. Even if they decide to eventually get married to other people, they still have that love that they lost at some point due to the rejection of their parents for marrying that person at that particular time. So what could you do when you find yourself in a situation like this? Talk to your parents. Try and make them understand. Reason with them. You are their child, okay? Tell them why. Give them reasons. Bring this person that you're about to get married to. Bring the person to your parents. Let your parents get to know this person, your husband to be or your wife to be. Let them spend time with the person, and let them discover for themselves that person does not fall into the category upon which they think, upon which they are using to stereotype the culture or where that person came from. And you should be really very prayerful, because I know it's really heartbreaking for children that are undergoing this kind of situation with their parents. Pray for them. Pray for your parents to really see the need why you really want to get married to this person. And if you feel it's not working, try as much as possible. There are people that your parents know and have. If you have grandparents, you go to them to try convince them. If you have your spiritual leaders, your churches, your mosques. You go there, talk to them, the leaders there, to try convince your parents on your behalf, to to give them reasons why you need to go ahead to marry who you want to marry. All right. And if at the end of the day, also there are parents that get really very stubborn, and they don't, that like they hold their grounds and they don't shift. And maybe some at times these people, maybe you have found that you were in such situation, and eventually you went ahead and got married to your love, and over time you still are not in good terms with your parents. Please don't just, it's not good that you get married and you don't get the blessing of your parents. The blessing of your parents goes a long way as far as your home, your marriage is concerned. Keep praying for them, and don't give up, in reaching out to them and trying to make them see reasons why you went ahead to marry the person that you love, of your choice. All right. And I'm sure that eventually, they will change their mind. And another thing, probably when the children start coming, when they start seeing their grandchildren, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do for you to just go ahead and marry without your parents' consent. Try as much as possible, do what you have to do positively to encourage them and convince them to get married to who you love. But I'm saying that in the case where they refuse you to the end and you go ahead, still don't stop. Keep your don't boycott them, don't cut them off your life. Keep doing what you have to do to ensure that you establish a good and cordial relationship with your parents, so that you can have joy and happiness in your home and in your marriage. Please like and follow my page, and share this video to whom it may concern. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi.